I totally get where you're coming from, but I want to look for results. I'm sorry. So I want to see, is that true about the property line? Can you just speak to that?
Like where the fence is?
Yeah, well, not where the fence is, where he's digging, correct? That's what it sounds like.
Where he's digging is...
Where he was digging, correct?
Where the earth disturbance was done was, according to the borough engineer, which is basically an engineered project. It's not a code enforcement project because it's dealing with earth disturbance and stormwater management. According to her, everything is good to go.
That means it.
And since these issues have been brought up again, and nothing has been done, nothing can be done there because of the weather now, because there's still more that has to be done there. I will contact the borough engineer first thing tomorrow morning and have a discussion with her with the issues that were raised, and have the borough engineer go out and hopefully have her give a report to council the 21st regarding these issues that were brought up today.
Now, I'm sorry. Now,
can I show you this? Because you can pass this map around.
Sure. Actually, you can.
Yes.
You can drop it and I'll take a look at it. That's fine.
It's from the 18. Let me explain. This map is from the 1800s. The houses were not built yet. Okay. See the width of Highland Avenue? It goes straight down to Quarry Street. It's the exact same size as the sidewalk, the street, and the sidewalk on the other side. This is a map from 1927. The homes were built. There's my home. Here's the steps that belong to the borough. Here's the borough property, the same width as the street. Goes down to Quarry. Here is Borough's. This is the 2010 map from the zoning ordinance. Again, Highland Avenue goes straight down to Quarry, the same width as the street. Here's Barone's property. He has excavated this, plus he has taken this corner that belongs to the firehouse, and he has taken up to this part of the borough property. It is zoned residential 2, residence district. No businesses are supposed to be in that area.
Can I keep that?
No, you can't keep it. That's my only copy. Okay. I will email you a copy.
All right, perfect. You have my email, correct?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Well, Mark, when you talk to the engineer, can I join in that conversation? Because I do want to see exactly what's going on.
Sure.
That's number one. So is that fine? So
that's sufficient.
Perfect. Second one is the charter school. Have we issued any permits, or have they inquired about any permits or anything regarding the charter school?
Nothing yet on permits.
Okay. So there's no shovels going in the ground anytime soon or anything like that. There's other steps that they have to do. I take
No, nothing's been submitted.
Okay.
They've been down there every day. They are ready to go. They have it even on their website and on the Principal Dermis's Facebook page. They're ready to go. They have solicited children from Philadelphia and all over Delaware County to come.
Do you know what time they're down there during the day? Because I drive down there roughly around.
Various.
Well, no, just so I know I can see that, because they're down there, they shouldn't be down there, correct?
No, they can.
Why, then that's like saying you can't go to your house.
No, I mean as far as doing work. That's what
they're not doing work. They're going in there and looking around and seeing what they're going to do. But they have told everyone that they have carte blanche to do everything, which they did. They do because the borough approved the non-residential occupancy permit. However, it has to go before zoning and it has to go before planning before the borough issues the NRO. But we did a little backwards here. And if you look up the zoning code, I don't have it with me right now, but in the zoning code, it specifically states the only school that is allowed in that area is a trade school. Trade school, where you're going to teach people a trade. You're not allowed to have an elementary school. You're not allowed to have an intermediate school. You're not allowed to have a high school there. It's clearly written in the zoning code. If it's not there, then they can ask for a zoning hearing. But nobody gave them a zoning hearing. This is wrong. You're rushing it through. And personally, it should have never been voted on at the December 20th meeting, because you, Mr. Borough, should have had the opportunity to review everything and to vote on it, as well as Mr. Metz. But it was rushed through on December 20th because Janice was still in office, and Janice has a personal axe to grind against the school district because, as you know, there's litigation involving her family. So this is wrong all the way around. Okay. So the next move should be, before they go any further and before they get any permits to do any type of work, a motion should be made at the next council meeting to rescind their non-residential occupancy permit, schedule a zoning hearing, schedule a planning hearing like you're supposed to do, and then actually you should really wait because their charter is up. And their charter is going to have to be approved by, as you know, William Penn School District first. And if the school district turns it down like you did, rightly so, a few years ago, then it goes before the court. And they are going to have to gather and submit the evidence that the people in this district want this charter school. Just like they did the last time. The only problem is they had 1,480 signatures that they submitted that they said people wanted this charter school. And I've got it down now to 540 maybe accurate signatures, because the rest of them were fraudulent. They were forged. You had people like poor Mr. Metz's brother, who was incarcerated, who allegedly signed it 6 times. These are wrong. Paul Revere Pizza in Yaden signed it. Parkview Pizza signed it. Since when do we have residents in this district named Trio Cold Cuts? Nobody took the time to go through each signature. I did. And you have to have a minimum of 1,000 valid signatures. Teenagers signed this petition.
I'm going to bring some balance to that. If I'm coming off the school board, is those signatures are not reviewed by this body. They're reviewed by the state of Pennsylvania.
Oh, exactly. I'm not saying it's your fault.
Yeah, it's not us.
But I mean, but the state normally in the real world, the state's going to take your word that, oh, okay, here's 1,000 signatures. Yes, they're valid. They would never submit anything fraudulent.
And quite frankly, I think your I'm going to use your term, is that your axe to grind is with the state of Pennsylvania, unfortunately. But it really is. It really is. I would love for you to go to Harrisburg with me. I'll go with you. I don't care. Is that I want you to go to Harrisburg and speak up on that matter.
My axe to grind, though, is with my local government, because they said yes. You know, and you surprised me. You really shocked me, Mrs. Hill. You do, because your children work for that school district.
You know what? Don't go
your children work for that. How can you vote to bring in something that's going to destroy our district?
My kids working for William Penn School District have nothing to do.
It does. You're destroying their job. You are.
And ask them.
Oh,
you want to know how they feel about the William Penn School District?
They don't like it?
I don't want to go there with you.
Okay, well then they shouldn't be working there then. They shouldn't be working there. Is it because you no longer work there? Is that why your axe is to grind with the district?
I work there because I chose not to work there.
And you chose not to work there because you didn't get certified.
I chose not to get certified.
You chose not to get certified.
That's right.
Okay.
You know what? Because I was attacked by a student at William Penn School District, and the administration did absolutely nothing. You want me to pull the police report?
Yeah.
You want to contact personnel?
Yeah. Because now you mind my business. You live in Mr. McKenna's house.
You know what?
You don't pay taxes.
So what? That's not
you have an axe to grind. You just admitted that you have an axe to grind with the William Penn School District. You voted.
Mind your business.
You voted against the district because you have a personal attack. Janice voted because you have a personal attack.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm not going there with you anymore.
Well, you did.
I apologize for coming out of character. Mind your business, and you better leave my family out.
My business is my tax dollars.
Ordinance is over. Ordinance, you're worrying about your kids.
I'm not worrying about my kids.
they go to Catholic school?
Because I paid for them. I worked 3 jobs.
Choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Do you know how much our taxes were raised because of that charter school? No, you don't.
Thank you.
Ask your landlord, Pat McKenna. Maybe he can tell you how much. If you paid them.